counterfeit. Nothing but some ballers in my VIP. You know we some pimps. Playeristic niggas in this bitch, so you know we lit. He ain't gang, nigga, don't stand by us. You can't fucking hang. I've been getting money since legit ever since my cousin gave me my first brick. Yo, bitch, in my DM calling when I answer, I don't see nothing but her tits. All these blues on me, you can tell how I'm rolling. Big crib, but I'm kicking shit with my slime. Lil' Beans will wipe a nigga nose real quick. Bitch, lit. Yeah, we lit. It's 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 lit. Born lit in the beat, you know how it goes. Stacking this money and flipping these chips, pockets on swole. Making it rain, watch it get lit. Drop it to the flow. Lil' mama, show me what you working with. We get money, check the status, you know how I'm rockin'. I'm in the trap out there. Nigga playing with the back end, I'ma come out with his noggin. I keep that glizzy on me in traffic while I'm with my daughter shopping. You can get parked wherever I shop, make a nigga body pop like a drop. If I hit your bitch on the low, I would never ever tell another soul. She said for me and she know, every time I hit that pussy, I'ma take a soul. Work some, I'ma keep throwing money. Pop some, drop something, tell her where you bring more money. Lit, yeah we lit. It's lit. 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 Born lit in the beat, you know how it goes. Stacking this money and flipping these chips, pockets on swole. Making it rain, watch it get lit. Drop it to the flow. Lil' mama, show me what you working with.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Hopefully y'all Monday has been amazing. It's wind down time, right? It's time to just relax and sit back and, just relax and get ready for tomorrow. I just want to come on here real quick because as I'm searching through these YouTube streets, I always seem to find something that's worth talking about. It always seems like there's always something I don't understand, y'all. I don't understand. And that's why I come to y'all, because y'all are my voice of reason. Y'all can help me to understand what Atmos just don't understand. I got people like Granny. Hey, Granny, how you doing? Indigo, what's going on? Sharice. Y'all are my voice of Miss Lady T. Y'all are my voice of reason. Y'all help me understand things I simply don't understand. So here is a question that I have, and maybe y'all can help me understand. True Strong can help me understand. All of y'all are my sisters, right? Y'all can help your brother out. Here's my question. Okay. How can you defend another blogger taking the subscribers' money that was meant for them to go to New York and defend that blogger against the people that are asking for their money back? As y'all know, I'm talking about Bedbug. Just got finished, watching the live where he is attempting to defend Rated R, who Bedbug promoted his channel to ask his subs and whoever's Rated R subs was to donate money to him. You welcome, brother. Major 1984. Amen. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. What I don't understand is he is online defending Rated R for taking the subscribers' money and not going to New York with it. And then getting upset at his subscribers because some are saying, I donated that money to you in the spirit of R. Kelly. It was money that I really didn't have to give, but I didn't want a blogger that I listened to not be able to be there to support Robert Sylvester Kelly. So that's why I donated to your channel. Hey now, Taylor, how you doing? King, what's going on? LaKendra, girl, you funny as heck. Your channel is so funny. I love you. I love you. Shirley Williams, what's going on? It's a conspiracy. Yeah, LaKendra, that's, you know what? That makes sense. It's a conspiracy. I'm gonna preach on this. Here's what I don't understand. Now you hear people on the channel say, birds of a feather flock what? Together. Right? So I got the angry bird behind me because he got my back in this. He told me he was, you know what I'm saying, like shrugging my shoulders saying, bro, it's okay, go in. Talk about this. Because I don't understand. Now, anyone that has a really good memory, if you remember when, I believe her name is Beauty and Queen, when the subs donated to her channel, Bedbug did a whole live about give them people their money back when she couldn't make it to the rally in Chicago, one papooses. So what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Why is it okay for Rated R to take their money and then come on as if he's a different personality of a Hulk Hogan wrestler to try to take down the seriousness of the situation? At the end of the day, Willie Jones, what's up, bro? Tarsha, what's going on? Miss Lady T, hey Star, how you doing? At the end of the day, people gave their money for a cause. Now, somebody said, oh, well, you don't talk about Dana J, and Dana J got money. Guess what? If Dana did that shit, he guilty of it too. And I wanted to, y'all listen, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to not be the angry bird, right? I'm trying to not swear because I had somebody call me out like, Atlas, how you gonna be on Sundays talking about the goodness of God, but you cussing throughout the week? So y'all, I'm trying, y'all. I don't got no wings yet. I don't got wings like the bird behind me, right? So I'm trying to progress. So I'm gonna do my best to express my frustration with this hypocrisy without using profanity. Okay? So what I don't understand is it seems like whenever something happens, first thing people want to do is talk about, why don't you talk about Dana? What about Dana? What about Dana? What about Dana? What about Dana? Nobody condones what Dana do. It's just at the end of the day, Dana gonna do what Dana gonna do. Dana happens to be a ally of ours, so I don't see the need to get on here and really talk about him. Me and Dana have had conversations when I didn't agree with him. He has conversations with me when he don't agree with me on something. But at the end of the day, if Dana did that, then yeah, that's wrong. His supporters, I didn't see none of his supporters ask for their money back. I didn't see that. I didn't hear that. His supporters support him no matter what he do with the money. And that's what they do. Now, the difference is that Bedbug asked his people to donate to Rated R, to give him money so that he could represent them in New York as an extension of Bedbug not being there. Look, we're going to be real. We're going to be all the way real with this now. If we're going to be real, we're going to be all the way real. You can't get on your live and defend Rated R taking those people's money. And then people say, oh, well, he probably has stuff to do with the money. Well, if he needed to do stuff with the money, why couldn't he say, hey, y'all, I hear Kels need a suit. So what I did is I took half of the money that y'all gave me and I sent it to the lawyers to help him get a suit. Here's the money order, y'all. Y'all see it went to Canic or went to Devereaux or whoever, and I sent them the money. Because I couldn't be there. It wasn't enough for me to get there, y'all. But I wanted to definitely make sure that he knew. Atmos, he asked everyone to support Lolo and Rated R and wanted his paid for it too. Wow. That's just there come a certain point when you just gotta like, come on, man. Come on. Listen, y'all, I know half people in here don't like me, so I got 20 likes and I got 50 people watching. I get it. But if y'all can help me out on the likes just a little bit, I'd appreciate it. Okay? Here's what... First of all, for you to expect that your subs should cover 100% of your cost to do something that you claim to advocate for 100%. I could see you saying, hey y'all, I got 600 200 short. Can y'all help me get there? I'm really trying to get to this rally. I really want to represent y'all in New York because we need to get to the jurors. That's a different story. It's a different story, right? But for you to take their money and then say, yeah, I took your money. I knew it was for the R. Kelly rally, but it wasn't enough. How dare you ask for your money back? That's like going to the store and buying a big screen TV. And you bring it home and there's nothing in the box but a bunch of books. And you say, can I get my money back? That this wasn't what I paid for. You passed a 30-day return policy. Sorry. I don't understand why you would go on your channel to defend him when you crucified Beauty and Queen. Crucified her. Had the lady crying, had her apologizing, had one papoose. You know, one papoose didn't even go in on her as bad as Bedbug did when they sent money to her. And she had some valid reasons. She at least had a valid alibi. She at least said she was on her way to Chicago. But something happened, I believe, with a family member. She had to turn back. The hypocrisy on these YouTube streets is crazy. It's insane. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something right quick. Oh, wow. Well, y'all here right on time. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Hold on. Can I get it? Huh. Okay. So since y'all here, y'all might as well see what's going on. Another letter just came in about this case. Here we go. Letter from, or what is this? 8/9/21. All right, let me read this to y'all since it just came in. This is live right here while I'm on live talking about something else. So what a better time to bring this up. So y'all, this just came in. Let me see, downloads. Hold on. Letter. What's in documents? Cancel this. Bring this up. Hold on. Downloads. Hold on, y'all. Here we go. Can I pull it up? Yes. Okay. So let's check this out, y'all. This just came out. Just came out. So, this says, August 9th, Honorable Ann M. Donnelly, United States versus Robert Sylvester Kelly. It says here, Dear Judge Donnelly, the government writes in reply to the defendant's supplemental opposition to the government's motion to admit other acts of evidence. Thank you so much, 100. I appreciate it. See letter of Thomas A. Farinella to the court dated August 6, 2021. ECF docket entry number 156. Defendant supplemental letter, it looks like. For the reasons set forth herein and in its initial memorandum, the government submits that the court should uphold its initial rulings and permit the government to introduce evidence. Oh my goodness. This is what they did not want. Now they about to get it. Wow. Here we go. To introduce evidence related to Jane Doe number 7, Jane Doe number 9, Jane Doe number 11, Jane Doe number 12, Jane Doe number 14, and Jane Doe number 15. It says here, the defendant asserts that this conduct was only recently disclosed by the government. Defense supplemental letter at 1. The defendant is correct with respect to Jane Doe number 7 and Jane Doe number 11 and Jane Doe number 12, but not as to Jane Doe number 9, Jane Doe number 14, and Jane Doe number 15. The allegations as to which were disclosed in its production of 3500 material on February 5th, 2021, notably, the Section 3500 material for the more recently disclosed witnesses is not voluminous and has been produced to the defendant well in advance of trial. Now, I need y'all to understand something. They kept saying that R. Kelly and his attorneys did not have the information for the 3500 material. But they keep showing you over and over again he was given this material on February 5th, 2021. He's been had it. They've been had it. It says here, notably the 3500 material for the more recently disclosed witnesses is not voluminous and has been produced to the defendant well in advance of the trial. See 18 USC at 3500B, requiring disclosure of Section 3500 material to the defendant after a witness called by United States has testified on direct examination. Major, so I think what they're doing is they're referring or responding to the letter that the defense put out this morning that was trying to get all of these things dismissed. And so they did not, actually, wow, something to think about. They did not even bring up the John Does in this morning's things that should be dismissed. That's something to think about, y'all. Let's move on. Thank you for the dislikes. All right, here we go. The evidence related to Jane Doe number 11 and Jane Doe number 12 should be admitted. The government seeks to offer evidence that the defendant exposed Jane Doe number 11 to herpes by engaging in unprotected sex with Jane Doe number 11 after she asked him. After she asked him whether he had any sexually transmitted diseases or STDs. That she thereafter contracted herpes and that she communicated to the defendant that she believed she contracted it from him. Such evidence is relevant to showing that the defendant, in fact, had herpes as early as 2003, and therefore to support Jane Doe number 4's account that she contracted herpes from him in or about 2009. That is 6 years after he had already had herpes, people. In Jane Doe number 5 and Jane Doe number 6's account that the defendant exposed both of them to herpes in 2015 and 2017 to 18, respectfully. Jane Doe number 11's account that she specifically asked the defendant whether he was okay prior to having unprotected sex with the defendant referred to whether he had any STDs. Which also, y'all, these dislikes are piling up. Can y'all please hit the like button for a brother? I got my people in here that don't want to hear this, but you got to hear it today. The same way I read y'all stuff this morning, which should have had y'all over there partying and celebrate good time. Come on. I heard y'all over there partying and the information lady over there having fun, Sly Fox. But now y'all knew it was going to be a response. So here go the response. Just be cool. Be cool. Here we go. Jane Doe number 11 specifically asked the defendant whether he was okay prior to having unprotected sex with the defendant, referring to whether he had any STDs. Also corroborates numerous victims' account that it was the defendant's practice to not use protection when engaging in sexual intercourse and to discard any risk of transmitting STDs. Finally, Jane Doe number 11's testimony that she confronted the defendant about both her herpes diagnosis and her belief that she contracted it from him is relevant to show that the defendant was on notice that herpes is an STD and that the defendant had herpes, which is directly relevant to his knowledge and intent for the charged crimes related to his exposing charged victims to herpes. The government also seeks to admit evidence that the defendant's entry into the settlement agreements with Jane Doe number 11 and Jane Doe number 12, while Rule 408 of the Federal Rules and Evidence prohibits the use of compromise offers and negotiations to prove a disputed claim, the government seeks to offer the evidence for several permissible reasons. See Fed R Evidence 408B. The court may admit this evidence for another purpose, such as proving a witness's bias or prejudice, negating a contention of undue delay, or proving an effort to obstruct a criminal investigation or prosecution. First, evidence as to the existence of the settlement agreement explains why Jane Doe number 11 did not previously disclose to anyone, including law enforcement, the defendant's exposure of herpes to her. In addition, the agreements themselves would strongly corroborate Jane Doe number 11's account. Finally, and significantly, the defendant's payments of hundreds of thousands of dollars as part of the settlement agreements were among the means and methods used by the enterprise to perpetuate and protect the enterprise. The defendant, with the help of other members of the, I don't see the word that comes after that. It's okay. Maybe they're saying enterprise. The court suggests that the defendant could stipulate that he knew that he had herpes and that it was a sexually transmitted disease, and that such evidence may then not be necessary, even if he were to stipulate a stipulation he has not yet offered to make. The government should be permitted to introduce evidence related to Jane Doe number 11. See United States versus Salome, 152 F3D 88 122 2D Circuit 1998. A criminal defendant may not stipulate or admit his way out of the full evidentiary force of the case as the government chooses to present it. Quoted Old Chief versus United States, 519 U.S. 172 178. Thank you, Miss Karen J. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, let's get to the next thing. It says here, the enterprise paid significant sums of money to discourage the defendant's victims from disclosing to anyone, including law enforcement, the defendant's criminal conduct. Evidence related to Jane Doe number 7, Jane Doe number 9, Jane Doe number 14, and Jane Doe number 15 should be admitted for the reasons described in the government's initial memorandum and consistent with the court's prior rulings. The government respectfully submits that evidence related to Jane Doe number 7, Jane Doe number 9, and Jane Doe number 14, and Jane Doe number 15 should be admitted and will not reiterate each of those arguments herein. In his opposition, the defendant cites only the general principles of evidence, all of which the court was well aware of when it initially, I think some of this stuff they redacted, y'all. All right, it says here that the government does not currently have a copy of the settlement agreement between the defendant and Jane Doe number 11. But other agreements in the government's position show that they prohibit virtually any disclosure, including voluntary disclosure, to law enforcement. Even if the agreements in the government's possessions would arguably allow disclosure, the law enforcement following a court order subpoena. The agreements are written in a manner that they purport to prohibit even that disclosure. Even relevant, though relevant, precedent makes clear that such a prohibition would be against public policy and therefore unenforceable. See Quino versus Allah, 344 F sub 3D 464 476 EDNY 2008. Courts throughout the country have found that the public policy interests at stake, the reporting of possible crimes to the authorities, is one of the highest order and is indisputably well defined and dominant in the jurisprudence of contract law. Internal quotation marks omitted. See also Dransberg versus Hayes, 408 U.S. 665, 696 and 97, 1972, stating that it is obvious that agreements to conceal information relevant to commission of crime have very little to recommend them from the standpoint of public policy, and concluding that it is apparent that concealment of crime and agreements to do so are not looked upon with favor. Lockman versus Sperry, Sunwell Surveying Company, 457 F2D 850 853, 10th Circuit 1972. It is public policy in Oklahoma and everywhere to encourage the disclosure. Hold on, y'all. What's up, honey? Okay, can I call you back on live? All right, bye. Okay. Oklahoma and everywhere to encourage the disclosure of criminal activity. Cosby versus American Media Inc. 197 F Sup 3D 735 742 EDPA 2016. Settlement agreement unenforceable as being against public policy to the extent that it purports to prevent its signatories alleged victims of sexual assault from voluntarily disclosing information about crimes to law enforcement authorities. Allowed the government to introduce evidence related to Jane Doe number 7, Jane Doe number 9, Jane Doe number 14, and Jane Doe number 15. There is thus no reason to disturb any of those rulings. Respectfully submitted by Jacqueline Casoulis, the acting United States Attorney, Elizabeth A. Geddes, Nadia Shahida, Maria Cruz Melendez, Assistant U.S. Attorneys for the government, and there is nothing else in this letter. So, y'all do understand that for those of y'all that think the government don't got no case and y'all got so excited this morning, I wouldn't get too excited. What they about to make the government have to do is actually put some stuff out here that they really didn't want to put out here yet. And that could be very, very, very messy. But they got it. They got it. They got it. So, to get back to my commentary before that letter came out. Okay? I think it's hypocritical for Bedbug to go on his channel and defend Rated R for taking those people's money. And then tell his folks, why would y'all want y'all money back? If you didn't give it from the heart, why did you give it? First of all, money and the heart ain't got nothing to do with each other. Zero. Matter of fact, it says the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money. I don't want my heart attached to no money. If you didn't give it from your heart, you should be advocating for your own people, saying, you know what, bro? They right. You didn't go. So for the people that want their money back, give them their money back. For the people that don't ask for their money back, keep it. Now, if you spent it, at least have something to be accountable for the people for. But at the end of the day, it is hypocritical to go on your channel and tell your people that support you. I did notice that he did have one person in there who was real with him and said, you know what? It's wrong of you to defend Rated R, but you drug Beauty and Queen through the mud when she didn't give the money back. And she tried to give the money back. That's the crazy part about it. I don't understand that. It shouldn't be a double-edged sword. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong at the end of the day. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Now, it makes me wonder why, out of all the people, why would you defend Rated R? Why didn't you say nothing to Black CEO? Last I heard, he was supposed to be there. I'm sure people donated to his channel for him to be there. Why support him only? Now, you said on your channel that you and him had been talking this whole time. How closely knit are y'all in this? Did y'all split the profits? One would tend to wonder about something like that. If you're defending one person and telling people you shouldn't be asking for your money back, if it didn't come from your heart, you shouldn't have sent it. But you drug somebody else, birds of a feather. Why can't I say that? Birds of a feather flock together. Anybody who has any type of integrity about themselves should be calling him out saying, hold on, brother. No. That's not right. You drugged that sister. But one of your bros, you gonna tell your folks get over it? I think you had something to do with it. I think you got a piece of the pie. And since you did say, listen, matter of fact, y'all want to hear this? Y'all want to hear this? Okay, let me tell y'all how my brain think. First of all, you went on your channel and you said because you have a bigger platform, you had your people donate to him, right? Yep. You knew you weren't going to be able to go. So what you did is you told them folks, listen, you got with Rated R, and you said, hey, bro, listen, I'm going to have my folks donate to you. Whatever they donate to you, I need half of that. I'm not going to say that Debo was in on the scheme with you, but some did question if right around rally time was that the best time to make money. And you said yourself that you made a whole ton of money around these rallies, or you can make real good money during the rallies. But you never spent money at the rallies. From what I heard, you never even put in on the rallies. It was all Debo coming out his pocket or the subs money. So if you made all this money, why aren't there more success stories on what you did with the money that the people gave you for the rally? The hypocrisy on these YouTube streets is very evident. For those people that are upset about giving their money to that man who they barely even knew, but they trusted their leader in DJ Bedbug, you trusted his leadership to convince you to say, hey, y'all, please help this brother out. He wants to go to New York to be there for Kales. Let us all pitch in. He get the money and don't show up and don't hold no accountability at all? Wow. And then you say, if I felt like he was using people, this will be a whole new live. Really? Really, Bedbug? Really? Let me ask you a question. As you like to say, let me ask you a question, sir. Did you really feel like Beauty and Queen was using them folks when people gave money to her for her to go to Chicago? Or did you look at that as an opportunity to make yourself look like the hero in that situation? Was that another clout chasing opportunity for you? The same way you tried to make this a clout chasing opportunity for you. We have to hold people accountable, y'all. The same way I say we should hold people, y'all should hold me accountable. Like I said, somebody got on my sister the Truth channel yesterday and told the truth. What about Atmos? Atmos was cussing, and then he get in there on Sunday and praise God. Let me tell you, let me make something real, very, very clear. Okay? What the Holy Spirit, God uses whoever he want to use. He can use a bird. He can use a dog. He can use anything he wants. I'm just so happy that he chooses to use me. I never asked for God to make me perfect. Ever. But I do understand that you don't want your good to be evil spoken of. So I do check myself sometimes. So I need y'all to understand that integrity is what you need when you are in front of people. People get used and scammed and abused all the time. All the time. Why would you bring somebody else in on your scam? Why? And then you want to talk about, it kills me, y'all. It just kills me how every time something happens, people want to say, what about Dana? 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 That's always the go-to. Dana's over there doing his own thing with the Dream Team. Doing his own thing. When Dana's in the wrong, I've talked to Dana about things that I didn't. So someone, was saying, hey, it's not right. You never talk about Dana and y'all got this connection and y'all are close. Listen, me and Dana are cool. Me and Dana did some plays together. Do I hang out with Dana? No. Did Dana stay? Did I offer Dana a place to stay back in the day, years ago, for a couple of months, which he did not ask me could he come stay? Yes, I offered him a place to stay because I had a 3-bedroom house by myself. That was until I got married and things like that. The man was waiting on his place to be complete. So as a brother, I offered him a room. That made us cool. I got to know dude. I got to see how he moved. And so for people that say, oh, you have this special connection, you and Dana, y'all real tight. Me and Dana is real cool. We are. But the same way I will get corrected by my own subs and my own brothers and sisters over here, I will also speak up when I see something is wrong with somebody that I'm cool with too. But just because I don't do it publicly don't mean I don't do it privately. That's real talk. So I'm not a respect of persons, just like God isn't. But at the end of the day, people said, well, why didn't you say anything about Dana not being at the rally? Everybody in their right mind knows that Dana couldn't have been at that doggone New York thing with Sylvia and them there. Let's just call it real. Let's just be 1,000 right now. Now, could he have been in a different location? Yes, I would say Dana should have been in New York. He could have been in a different location. Okay, there you go. I said it. But could he have been right there, right across from Sony with all them folks? Oh, no. You talking about drama? You want to talk about drama? You want to talk about somebody? If Dana would have went to that rally, You know what they would have said? He was a disturbance. Dana went to ruin the rally. So you daggone. Oh, about to see. Y'all about to make me curse. You're doggoned if you do, and you doggoned if you don't. Think about it for a minute. Think about that. Y'all know goodness well that if he would have went because of his love for R. Kelly, y'all would have crucified that man. The same, y'all would. He could have went out there and marched the whole doggone New York on his index fingers, and y'all would have still said that he was a distraction for going. That would have been the talk. Dana J ruins the rally. That would have been the talk. So why is it hard to not understand why he didn't go? He didn't go because he wasn't welcome to go. Debo, same thing. If Debo would have showed up at that rally, y'all would have crucified him. And if you ask me my personal opinion, this is just my opinion. Just my opinion. I think Debo is probably one of the most passionate people on these YouTube streets in defense of R. Kelly. Real talk. I think he's the most passionate. Him and Dana are close 1 and 2. I think most of those other bloggers, I'm going to tell you who I think are the most sincere bloggers for R. Kelly on here. Prima Donna, passionate, real. Sky Zone, passionate, real. Dana, Debo, Miss April Showers, extremely passionate and real. Lady Alicia. Some people don't like her. I think Just Jazz is genuine. Brooke, genuine. I don't think Spit and Fire genuine at all. I'd be lying to you if I told you I felt like she was genuine. I think she is as genuine as whichever way the wind blowing. If the wind blowing this way, that's where she going. If the wind blowing that way, that's where she going. Just Jazz is genuine about R. Kelly. I'll give her that. Truth, you can call in. You can call in. Let me put the number up here. Call in, the Truth. Call in. Thank you for the dislike. Hey y'all, I got 106 people in here and I got 68 likes. No. Ain't nothing wrong with Just Jazz, Pamela McCray. I was saying she cool. I ain't got no problem with Just Jazz. Okay, you can call me Miss April Showers. Anybody can call in. Hello?
Hey, Atlas, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Who this is?
It's Truth.
What's up, Truth?
Man. Hold on, let me put my TV on.
All right.
Okay. Hold on 1 second, because I want to be able to see the comments on my TV.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, Atlas, this thing is crazy. This R. Kelly thing is crazy, and with all of these supporters, the only ones that I support, Atlas, the only supporters that I can rock with. And, you know, I may step on a few toes. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I will rock with Debo.
Yeah.
Because Debo is Chicago, he got some sort of a connection to R. Kelly.
Right.
I will rock with Dana.
Right.
Dana is the closest any of them will ever get to R. Kelly.
Facts.
Okay? Tyson, I can't deal with Tyson, even with him being from Chicago. I can't, just slums and bums, I don't deal with him. You gotta leave rats in the alley. You got to leave rats in the alley.
You do.
Real talk.
You do?
Now, let me, I commented in the chat.
Okay.
This woman, infamous Sylvia, this woman is full of the devil. I need you to hear me, and I need you to hear me loud, okay?
Go ahead.
Okay, I would have to take over your panel like this and go scriptorial. But see, our older women, they're supposed to provide wisdom to the younger women. Not talk about them, call them liars, all that old type of stuff. That should never, ever come from an older African-American woman. Ever. Okay? Now, what they did at that rally, because Auntie Ann Donnelly does not give one fuck about any one of them, because she got evidence in her face. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? What they did at that rally was they spread rumors and lies on the girl that was in Savannah R. Kelly. They was out there telling people that it was a lie. Them women were lying on the docuseries. They were telling people that R. Kelly is in jail due to rumors. That was Daddy's Lolo. That was his whole thing on the bullhorn. Now, you got to be a special kind of stupid to stand in the middle of the street, downtown New York, yelling out lies. Because they got him on videotape. See, remember when Esquire spoke to us and she informed us that they had been investigating R. Kelly since the 2002 trial? Remember, I kept telling y'all a young lady went to the police and this, that, and the other? See, it was broke down to me. It was broke down to me by a Chicago alderman on the phone today. It wasn't that the Chicago police overlooked it. They had to be able to prove it. And it took them 30 years to be able to prove it. See, what happened was R. Kelly let all of this BS pile up on top of him. He let it all pile up. And while it was piling up, they was watching him, watching him, watching him, watching him. You have to be able to prove it. See, you can't prove rape on a minor against the R&B king overnight. You can't do it overnight. And he's such a king. He's so much of a king, Atmos, it took him 30 years. They got him. Now, I want to get back to this woman, infamous Sylvia, because she got me messed up right now. What this woman did was went out in the middle of New York City, downtown, and spread lies on all of these girls that was in the docuseries. Javante, Lisa Van Allen, Asante McGee. How? Please explain to me. If anybody in the chat can explain to me, how can you research anything over the internet to determine if somebody is telling the truth or a lie? You got to be a special kind of stupid to think you can do that.
Facts.
When I used to work in the administrative offices for Dr. Leon Finney, may he rest in peace, a Chicago pioneer. When I worked in his administrative offices, his assistant used to teach me. Her name was Reverend Snow. She used to teach me, you got two kind of foods. You got an old food and you got a new food. So you got all these people out there spreading lies on these women. They don't know what happened between them women and R. Kelly. So you got to be some kind of a stupid to even try to put something out there about it. And here's where autism come in at. Here's where autism come in at. This way you make me think that they picking cotton. saying that R. Kelly is in jail due to rumors. When they got 30 years worth of evidence on this man.
30 years.
You gotta be, that makes me think education is no longer available to black people. If you look at them. If you look at them, Atlas. I don't talk a lot about DJ Tyson. I put it out there and I let it be known I can't deal with him. That's it and that's all. If I see him, I might go up beside his head. It depending on how I feel that day.
Right.
Okay? But you don't hear me discussing Tyson too
No.
much.
You don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I can't love God with one tongue and then curse somebody else with that same exact tongue. It don't work like that. And that is where the Christians come short of the glory of God. It's a woman just like Sylvia in every church in the United States of America. The nasty, bitter women downplaying and down-talking young girls.
Real talk.
And that is why the churches are empty. That is why there is gang violence on the corner of every church in America. It's women like that. Okay? It is sad. It is sickening. So because we got women like that, I'm gonna let your panel go because I can go. I can go all night. I had a margarita.
Okay.
Okay? But I'm gonna let you go. But I'm gonna say this. This is to women like Sylvia, Texas Black Diamond, all these women that want to support pedophile behavior. My best advice to you women, if you love the men in your life, you better warn them. Because if they approach a woman like me with that bull, that BS, it's going down. They might miss their baby. So if you love your baby, infamous Sylvia, all you women that supporting R. Kelly, that's because I know that's how y'all are in your real life. You support the bullshit of these men. Okay? So while y'all supporting these men, if you really love them, I taught my daughters, if an old man come to you talking about anything, we got something that we call the Malcolm X dance. Because we're going to try to put an X on their chest. Real talk. Since this is how they're going to play the young girls, this is how they're going to play the younger generation.
Right.
The devil is a lie. I say fight back.
They the ones got to take care of them in the nursing homes when they get older.
Exactly. See, God will make your enemies your footstool.
Indeed.
And you don't want the sun to go down on your wrath. Dana J is closer to R. Kelly than any of all of their subscribers
Put together.
And that's real talk.
It is.
I don't care what Dana J got going on. He's not my favorite person in the world. Blah, 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 and X, Y, and Z. But real talk, all of them subscribers, the closest they gonna get to that R. Kelly is Dana J.
Dana J. That's true.
So I rock with him.
That's true.
So I rock with him. And infamous Sylvia, she got so much drama going on with Dana J, Dubowski, all these different people, all of her drama. Somebody need to go tell that Christian that God ain't the author of confusion. Somebody put that on her church thing. Whatever she got going on, God ain't the author of confusion.
No, he not.
At all. So why are you our elder? She's all of our elders. And got the most drama going on. And you wonder why these kids out here acting like animals.
Right.
Look at the elders. They're one of the women that be talking about the young boys. They ain't got no respect for nobody. Them young boys with them guns and them thugs, they will respect you if you respect them.
That's true. It's all about respect at the end of the day.
What's from the heart reaches the heart. Them young boys and them thugs, they not respecting them fake ass Christians.
That's facts. That's facts. The truth. I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you so much. I'm so sorry.
You
I just went
you good? You good, sis? I love you.
All right, be easy, okay? I'm in the bush.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
Bye bye. Oh yeah, let me correct that. I know, my bad, Lady Alicia. She's not for R. Kelly. That's true. But I'm talking about people that are genuine, that are passionate, right? I always put April Showers and Lady Alicia together because I look at them as a team, although they on different sides of the fence. Miss Angie, what's going on, boss? How you doing? Now, I got a question for y'all. Just give me y'all honest opinion now. Just imagine if you walking down the streets in New York and you see somebody with a damn bullhorn saying, I don't know what you've been told. These ain't girls, they groupie hoes. Would you take somebody like that serious? Let's say one of those people did happen to be on that jury. And the very last thing they heard about this case was a bunch of people out in front of Lifetime Building or Sony talking about, I don't know what you've been told. These ain't women, they groupie hoes. I don't understand why you wouldn't have a meeting with everyone that was there and say, listen, y'all, this is going to be our message. It needs to be about information. It needs to be precise. We do not need to say nothing that is going to make people think that we are just a bunch of crazy fanatics out here for R. Kelly. Let us look smart, sound smart, and be smart as we try to execute a message that can appeal to any and every person out here that could be a part of the jury. We need to make sure that our message reaches somebody that's younger, somebody that's older, an older white female, an older black female, a younger white female, a young Mexican, a young Asian. This needs to be a universal message that we are putting out here. Nobody, not one person, was smart enough to orchestrate and organize that rally? Nobody. You got people out there arguing and cussing folks out. I'm quite sure that the subs that paid for some of those people to go were embarrassed to say that's what I paid for. I'm going to read some of y'all comments. I want to see what y'all think about what I'm talking about. I'm going to go up a little bit. What's up, Mocha? Mocha said, I don't know what it said. Haven't had a chance to read it. Did they address the video situation? I didn't see anything about no video. They did talk about those Jane Does, though. God looks low and sees all. That's right. Hey, Tears! Look at my tears. I don't know what it said. Hold on. I was talking about the one from the defense. Dana J is in the building. What's up, bro? What's going on? Hold on. Mocha, everyone got parts in the play. That's all. Even though her laces was tied too tight, I know she couldn't think straight. Now, no, and I'm grateful that's who Rob has representing him. I think she's a nutcase. And her voice was deeper than mine when she said it. Robert Keller, what's up, bro? Sly Fox is a weak, blank POS of a woman. Spitting fire is a fat hot pocket that dreams about being knocked down 24/7. Loose neck blank. I despise women of their like. Black Girl Beauty, you are not the only one that feels that way. You're not. Atmos, look who you're talking about. Atmos, look who you're talking about. Atmos, you have frogs by your house. Yeah, y'all hear them? Y'all hear them? So just to clarify, the Atmos read the motion in response to the defense's motion to dismiss. Yes, Mocha, I read the motion for the defense to dismiss, and what I saw came in, which was the government's response to the defense's motion to dismiss. I read both of those. I know, hell, I can't keep up. I just hope y'all don't get impatient due to rereads. Nice. I love when you reread, Miss Angie, because you know how to break stuff down. So, no, I don't mind. I'll read, and then you come on and read and break it down. I'm totally fine. You don't never, ever. One thing, look, we good over here. And then when Diva come on and do her thing, everybody got their own style on how they read the paperwork. Weens, she was yelling at the man that wasn't trying to hear her. That was rude to me. Oh my gosh. Did you see how many people were sitting down and when they came over, they just like got up and slipped away and walked away? Like, that should have let people know, like, hey y'all, this is not going the way that we planned for it to go. Maybe we need to find a different approach. Maybe. Okay, gotcha. Yep. Okay. Way to dodge those police reports this weekend, Dana. Way to dodge those police reports this weekend, Dana. Oh man, listen. Look, let's just put Dana's in the chat. So we're gonna keep it real. Who in a right mind is going to go to a city where you know people have police reports waiting on you and have been trying to get you locked up for over 2 years? Who's gonna go to a location where your number one arch enemy is just to say, hey, I'm here to support? We saw majority of trees and skies and slide. That was just crazy. You welcome, Mocha. What was the government's response? If you want, Missy, you can always rewind the video. They pretty much, if you want to get all the facts on it, but they pretty much were just stating that they have evidence of everything that everything they're saying. They have evidence of it. They have evidence. They have evidence that R. Kelly had herpes in 2003, and one of the Jane Does, don't mark my words, but one of the Jane Does didn't get it until 2007, 2008, and the other Jane Does didn't get it until was 2015 and 16, I believe. So they trying to say that this man had it way back in 2003, and all he did was just pretty much, not say nothing to him. And even one of the Jane Does asked him, are you clean? Are you good? Are you straight before you are going to have unprotected sex? And then they put out there, they have evidence that he never used rubbers. He always was into having raw sex with these women. That was just how he preferred it. T-Baby! What up? How you doing, Queen? What's going on? You used to have frogs by your house? Well, I got a swimming pool by the house, so that's probably why. There's a pool out back, so that's why. I told y'all, those wings, her armpits, tell her potato head salad, a whole food. Y'all silly. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. I got 113 in here, and I got 78 likes. If y'all could at least get me to 100, that would be really, really, really kind of y'all. That'd be really kind of y'all. Debo in here. Y'all see Debo? Debo in here. What up, bro? But no, y'all, we just keeping it real. We just keeping it real. I really came on here just to talk about the hypocrisy on these YouTube streets as far as when it comes to how you going to defend one person from taking people's money that was set for a cause. They don't use the money for that cause, but you bash another person for doing the same exact thing who actually attempted to go to the rally. I don't get it. I don't get it. In my opinion, I think it smells very, very, very fishy. I think it was a plot by Bedbug to scheme up with the Rated R dude to say, yo, I'm going to get my people to donate to you for the cause of you going to the rally. But I want half of whatever you get. Do we have a deal? And if they come against you, I will defend you on my channel. Deal. That's just my opinion. Y'all might say that's far-fetched. Sorry, not sorry. I'm sickened by their disregard for the well-being of young women. They know that those girls aren't lying on his nasty blank. Nasty is what they love about him. And you right. I agree with you, Black Girl Beauty. I agree with you. Miss Joy say, hey, Atmos and Oak Cove, I'm slow lately, but not as slow as the scammers. I'm at the beginning. I agree with bro. Dana has always specified when he asked for donations. Never have he faked it. Nah, I agree with you. Mocha said they don't have to protest together, but you think that they all be doing something for RK after all the effort they put into lying for him on YouTube. I agree with you, Mocha. I even said this when I did that video, that they could have said, okay, so they going to be over on that side. We don't need to be over there. We going to be over on this side doing our own thing. Y'all can be over there. 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 Do you not know if all those different local news organizations would have seen that there were pockets of R. Kelly supporters marching the streets, putting out a message, how powerful that would have been? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Let me see. He had herpes way back and way past. Yeah, exactly. That's what's up, T-Baby. Poo-Poo said R. Kelly is done. That part, Dana, no. Yeah. Nothing wrong with keeping it 100. Indeed. Skyzone! What's up, my sister? How you doing? It's nothing but love for you over here, Skyzone. Always. Man, look, we just hanging out. We just keeping it real, right? Because our Rated R needs subs and views. Yeah, he probably trying to help him get his channel up. Let me see here. It's a setup, so I agree with Atmos. Yes, it was a setup. Of course, it was a setup. So can these males stick their chests out, get jobs, and become men one day? Maybe. No, that's right. Sylvia is in this for a spotlight. Okay. First of all, the feds got video and voice recordings recorded by R. Kelly himself. Yeah, it's hard to get. It's hard to get around that kind of stuff, y'all. When you hearing your voice on the video, what you gonna do? What you gonna say? They can't agree to even stay away from each other. Yeah. Let me see. We all gonna find out soon. Prove his guilt or release him. I don't trust him when it comes to our brothers. I need hardcore facts and proof. Okay, that's what's up, G-Joy. That's what's up. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, y'all, to make a long story short, I just wanted to come on here and just keep it real. Like I said, on this side, we honestly feel that he does deserve his fair day in court. We just tend to read the documents and we believe in the paperwork. We believe in the justice system, whether that be for him or against him. If R. Kelly didn't do all this stuff, y'all, and all of the discovery is wrong, all 344 pieces of discovery that was discovered during the subpoenas and the wiretaps and the text messages and the recordings and the witnesses and if all that stuff is fake and all that stuff is not real, then yeah, I say set that man free. Free R. Kelly. I'm gonna say it right now. Free R. Kelly if all that stuff not real. But I think even people that's over there, they know he did something. If not most of it. Right? And I gotta be honest about one more thing, y'all. And I don't want this to hurt nobody's feelings. Please don't let it hurt nobody's feelings. Because at the end of the day, it's just my opinion. We got some bloggers in here. We got some bloggers in here who got channels way bigger than mine. Okay? So, I'm going to say this. The real reason why those rallies are not as big as they are in the chats. Now, if you substituted a chat or substituted views for people that showed up at a rally, oh my gosh. Can you imagine thousands of people showing up, walking the streets in New York for R. Kelly? Can you imagine that? Now that'll make you think different. That would make us be like, ooh, he really got some love out there. But when you look at a city like Chicago, Illinois, with over 8 million people, and that's where he's from, born and raised, and you barely had 30 or 40 people to show up for a rally, and probably 25 of those were from people from different states, from YouTube. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. It's pretty hard not to believe. Just being honest. Just being honest, y'all. It's pretty hard not to believe that most people on the other side, and I say this with all due respect, I love Sky Zone, I love T-Baby, I love all y'all. I'm talking about some of these messy subs mostly. Because I think outside of Sky Zone and Prima Donna and Dana and Debo, I think some of these other R. Kelly bloggers got ulterior motives that are very selfish, and they are based on different agendas they have for themselves. I believe that most of them really didn't put forth their maximum efforts, because if you think about it, let's be honest, some of these larger channels, why didn't they promote the rally? Why didn't some of these bigger R. Kelly channels, such as A View from Tracy's Point, why didn't she promote the rally? People say, oh, she's very genuine. She's all for R. Kelly. I didn't see no advertisement for this rally in New York. I think a lot of people on that side that support him, they support him more so for YouTube purposes. But in the back of their mind, they say, you know what? Shh. Did anyone really focus on the body language of the people that were out there supposed to be fighting for him in New York? Did you notice the body language? Did you notice how whenever the camera went over their way, they went like this? Did you notice how they didn't even want to show their face, really? Did you notice? Did you notice that a lot of people that say free R. Kelly, they know he's guilty. But there's some people that have been doing it so long that they don't have anywhere else to go. A lot of them look embarrassed to be out there. They did. The only one that I can say really was just straight up going like, you know, they really didn't care was Texas Black Diamond. Like I said, she you know, she out there for him. She is. Got to give her props. She's out there for him. She was walking through the streets saying what she had to say. Didn't care who cared or nothing, and said, I ain't scared of none of y'all. Free R. Kelly. Free him. We don't care what he did. Free him. Ma'am, here's a videotape. I don't care. Free him. Free him. Free him regardless. I don't care. No matter what he did, free him. And we just feel differently. We feel like if you do the crime, you should do the time. Period. Okay? But y'all, listen. At the end of the day, it's all love. Once again, I'm going to keep pushing out here that we are not against R. Kelly. We're against the alleged actions of what he did, and we're against the evidence that has been, we are for the evidence that has been found against him. Because the evidence is the evidence. The discovery is the discovery. I put out a challenge to DJ Tyson to read the discovery to his people so that they can at least be informed on what this man is up against. I offered $50 to his Cash App. I had other people put in side bets to give to him. He couldn't do it. If you notice on the other side, even Sylvia, there'll be something in the paperwork. No, guys, stop reading. I can't take it. Like she you loses her mind whenever she sees something that goes against what she wants to see. Now this morning's thing that came out from the defense, they read that with flying colors. Thank you, Sky Zone. She read that with flying colors. I want to see how quick she reads the government's response tonight. Let's see how quick she jumps on live to read that. Let's see. Matter of fact, let me see if she's live now reading it. Let's see. Because she was real quick this morning when that government one came, when the defense came out. Oh, she was on it. But let's see if she'll do like us. We read listen, did this morning's letter hurt this morning? Did it sting? Yeah. It did. It did sting. It did. I ain't gonna lie. Did it hurt to read that? Some parts of it did. I'm going to keep it real. But on this channel, we are going to read it whether it's good or whether it's bad. It is what it is. It is what it is. We don't cherry pick what we're going to read and what we're not. We give the people everything, and you take from what you want to take from it. Blade! What's up, Blade? How you doing? My bad, Blade. I just had to put it out there. I'm mad. You sound like that. Her devil. My bad. But listen, y'all. At the end of the day, I just wanted to listen. If we're going to put it out there, we're going to be real. We're going to be real all the way. I think Bedbug is a hypocrite. I think they need to, if he did not use the money to go to New York, which people paid for him to do, he should at least offer those people that wanted their money back. At least offer it to them. That is fair. And if Bedbug was fair, he would go on his live and say, you know what, for those of y'all that want your money back, the same way I drug Beauty and Queen through the dirt when that situation happened with One Pap, I'm going to be fair and do the same thing, especially since it's most of my people that gave him the money. If you want your money back or you need it, give it back to him. But don't be surprised if you hear ambulance come if that lady reads that paperwork later. Don't be surprised, because she's going to see some stuff in there. Guys, I told you all, just dumb, stop dumb, stop it. He was reading that paperwork the other night, y'all. I mean, he was in the flow too. I'm talking about dude was reading. She almost lost her. She stopped him reading. Stopped him in the middle of it and said she couldn't take no more. Now I wonder if Nicole Blank Becca is that type of person who when she hears so much come out, she just can't take it. Do y'all think there's potential of her to break down in court? Do y'all think there's a potential for that to happen? What do y'all think? What happened with the money? Nah, Robert Keller, they pretty much, give them their money back. Give the people their money back, especially when they asking for it. And let me tell y'all, look, straight up, if they're asking for their money back because they gave it to you with the sole purpose of going to New York, there should be no blogger coming on social media telling people, shut up, get over it. You gave him the money. If you didn't give it from your heart, then so what? You ain't getting it back. You don't have the right to do that to people. If that dude Rated R had any type of integrity, he would go on and say, listen, y'all, I understand y'all gave me this money for R. Kelly. Not for me, not for my bills. Okay? Not for me, not for my bills. I'm going to give anybody their money back. Send me your Cash App name so I can verify that you sent it to me, and I will return your money. I think that's the right thing to do. But I don't think he's able to do that, y'all, because I think he split that money with Bedbug. Yeah. When he said, I talked to him before, and all of a sudden you come to your folks to donate to another. When was the last time Bedbug ever asked his people to go and donate to another channel? I remember the time he went off on his people because Sylvia people was donating to him. He said, I got all these people on my channel and I shouldn't have to go to no other channel to beg for money. That's real talk. But if we're going to call it out, let's call it all the way out. Let's keep it all the way real from top to bottom. Trust me, if it was happening on this side, y'all be so talking about it. Y'all would. That's real talk. But y'all, listen, it's Monday night. I still got work to do for it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to let y'all go. But listen, thank y'all for coming over here. If something else come out, I'm sure either Miss Angie will come out and read it, or Miss Diva will. If they don't, then I will always bring y'all what I see, okay? But listen, I love y'all. Thank y'all for coming over. Y'all know we got a battle this Thursday night. It's going to be Diva time going against Lowdown 1. I'm excited about that battle. But God bless y'all, man. Hey, y'all, I went through the whole live without saying the cuss word. Y'all should be happy for me. Yay! I'm growing, right? I think I slipped up early, but I backtracked it. But listen, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. I will holler at y'all later, okay? Peace.